You know what Hugh Jackman and I both have in common? I know what you're thinking. We're both incredibly good looking, both incredibly talented, have the voice of whatever, a woodpecker. Nope. Hugh Jackman and I work out an hour and a half a day. That's what we do. Except one of us looks like we work out an hour and a half. The other one is, too busy going around talking to everybody. Dang it, we're down $23.40. I thought our premium would come in today. What happened to? Didn't the VIX go down? I mean, we should be killing it. Uh-oh. Wait a minute, I may have to do this again. Look, now we're up $8.61. Now it's coming in. Come in, baby. Let's see what the VIX is doing. VIXels. VIXel. See what the VIX is doing. Let me look at the charts here. Here we go. VIX is down $1.55. Oh my steel. We are at 19.52. Look at this. Yeah, we ought to be getting paid here today. What's the problem? And the market is down. What? Market's down 350. I mean, we ought to get paid. Pay us. Oh well, it'll come in at some point. All right, so our deltas are 23, our thetas are 14, 23, 14. And those of y'all that were too scared yesterday, unbelievable. Ain't be scared, y'all. You trade scared, you're going to make scared money. And scared money is no money. 23 and 14. So let's see. VIX is, how come my thing ain't working? How come my dadgum thing? Let's see. Let me hit my button, see if it works. Work. It did work. Beth made me some coffee this morning. I sent her a text and I said, will you please make me some coffee? And she did. I was like really, really surprised. And it's really, really good because we got a $800 espresso maker. Unbelievable. If I was sitting there thinking, okay, I might could spend $299 for a coffee maker. And then I kept researching and they was like, yeah, you probably want to go ahead and get the better one. And I'm like, now I went in there and I said, okay, $4.99. That's where I'm drawing the line, $4.99. And then I kept reading reviews on it and it's like, yeah, you probably want to go ahead and get a better one. Unbelievable. So if anybody buys a Starbucks in this house, it is over. I will put it in a garage sale. All right, so are you in here, Beth? Make sure she's not in here. All right, 49.35. I'm not as bold talking when Beth is in here. I kind of come back a little bit. 49.35. All right, so what do you do here? What's to do, people? Well, I did increase it 11, 9, 8, 14. I probably should have put on 2 contracts yesterday. So I just can't keep enough fuel in the old tank here. So if I'm going to do something, I mean, I might as well do 2 contracts today. Let's do that. So let's go put 2 contracts in. So we're going to go to, let's see, how do you do this now? I forgot. Oh, 64 days. We want at least 60 days. We're going to long put vertical, 50 wide, and $10. Y'all know the thing. It's the same thing over and over. Same thing. 10.75. And then we're going to get hung, and I'm going to fuss and gripe and grumble. $10. That looks good. Let's do $10. We'll fill it 10 1/4. Boom, chaka-laka, boom, and swing, baby. For the fence, we are in with our put debit spread. Probably shouldn't even put a put debit spread in today, but I want to. So closest to 90 days. Let's go to 78. So we only got 14 days between our little, what do you call them here, right? So let's go do our nakeds. Only did 1 contract, didn't I? I was going to do 2. So why don't we go back to activity, see if we can fill that again, do 2 of those. I said let's do, yeah, similar order, 2 of those. There we go. And then let's go sell 2 nakeds. 2 nakeds out at 78 days. And we go to the 12% probability of being in the money. Look at there. That lines up nicely, baby. Let's do 2 of those. You want 2? Let's do 2 of those. Quantity 2. And swing, baby. Fill me. Almighty secret. I feel you about to feel me. Right. Stupid. I don't know why I'm reading it. All right, here we go. All right, now we're in. We are in, baby. So, boom. I think I got filled at the higher price because it said my order was rejected. So we got filled, done. My trading day's done. See y'all tomorrow. Y'all have, oh no, I'm sorry. We got other accounts to do, don't we? Isn't that fun though? I mean, how much can you have so much fun and trade, one little thing every day, just over and over and over, just do the same thing over and over and over. So now my theta is 20, baby. Oh yeah, we're getting it filled back up, getting the old tank filled back up. I'm excited. All right, so let's go get our other account. See if we got paid in this account. Let's go to the Crimson, the little account. Hey, little account, how you doing today? So it is at 28,295. 28,295. Uh-oh. 28,295. Papa's getting paid. Roger, fire up the band.
Well, we're moving on now to the side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
I don't want to brag, but I've made enough money in this account to pay for half of Beth's espresso maker. Let me take a drink of espresso, shall I? With sugar-free coffee mate creamer. I've been drinking almond milk too. Oh, y'all, if any of y'all are single, I'm going to tell you how to get married. I'm going to tell my college class this today too. And by the way, if you're going to come to that, I'll post a link in my college class thing, but it's going to be at 1:30 Eastern time. I think it's 1:30. No, it's, 1:30 Eastern time, or is it 2:30? I think it's 2:30 Eastern. I don't know. Sometime I'll post it. I'll tell you when. Anyway, Beth last night, and she's made it before, but it was never this good. She made a Mississippi pot roast. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? You put it in a crock pot, and you put a beef roast in there, and you put a can of those pepperoncino peppers in it. And I don't know what else. Maybe some Lipton soup mix or something. I don't know what it is. Look it up online, Mississippi pot roast. And I told Beth, I said, this may be the greatest thing that I've ever eaten. And she made homemade mashed potatoes. And we were out of butter. So she didn't put anything but the mayonnaise and the milk in it. It was delicious. Oh my gosh. And I told Beth, I said, listen, if I ever die and you want to meet another man, all you got to do is serve him this. I said, you will, girl, you'll have your pick. I mean, anybody, I was sitting there going, let's eat this every night. It was so good. And you put it in a crock pot. Mississippi pot roast. OMG. I was just talking to my husband about that recipe this morning. Well, she's been making it for years, but now that I'm on I don't want to call it a diet. Now that I'm on a food plan, it just seemed incredibly good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Stacy, you've got to make it. It's so easy. Put it in a crock pot. Now, Beth said, it says you're supposed to do it on slow for 8 hours, and she didn't. She turned it on high for like 2 hours or whatever, and it was delicious. Oh, it was pepperoncino, peppers, and Lipton soup mix, something in there, and it was just, and the mashed potatoes. Oh my gosh. And I was so proud of myself. She made homemade cornbread, and I didn't even eat any. I was like, I don't need no bread. I'll just use my finger. And if you would get some, make it for your family for Sunday supper would be good. And I'll tell you what would be good too. If you would get you some, it'd make a great soup after the thing, right? As the base of a soup, add some water to it. But if you take that little pot liquor stuff in the bottom of the pan and put it over a slice of white sunbeam bread, oh my gosh. I mean, it was just delicious. So if y'all want an easy meal, and like if y'all have a daughter or a son, I don't want to be sexist, that is needing to meet somebody and marry them, you trying to get your kid married off, that's what you do. You have them to serve that to their person, and I mean they're gonna hit it off. I'm just telling you. So if you're single out there and you want to find a love, if you made it for me, I'd marry y'all. I would. I'd give Ed mouth sugar right in the mouth if Ed made that for me. I really would. All right, so our deltas now are 34 and 22. 34 and 22. So let's see how we're looking here. Well, maybe that's a stretch. I can't even think about it. Especially if he was in them little shiny shorts of his while he was on the elliptical machine. All right, so we said that the VIX was 19, so I'll be like, Ed, you looking mighty fine in your little silky shorts. 81.98, 82.04 on our buying power. 8204. We're getting there, y'all. We're getting our thing fixed back up, aren't we? 8204. So yeah. What should we do? We're at 28% now. We're at 30%. No, we're at 28%. Uh-oh. We're about full, but we're also about full over here. So we went from 20 to 18 to 22. So we're heading in the right direction. So, when I'm interpreting my metrics here, it's saying basically to put on one contract. He is not even here, is he? I know where he's at. Last night he said, well, I said, Ed, you've been real quiet. Where have you been? And he said something about his Theo Trade membership is about to run out. Wink, 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 wink. So he's been spending a lot of time in Theo Trade. Well, of course he is. Don Kaufman. Unbelievable. I mean, we had Ed Foley over here, but no, he's a Don Kaufman follower now. He's doing infinity spreads. He's sending me Buzz Lightyear gifs or whatever you call them, to infinity and beyond. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. All right, so let's do the same trade we did over here, but I think we'll just do one contract. We're kind of maxing out on our buying power for this volatility. So we'll just sneak in a quick trade. Let's do it, and then we'll evaluate everything. So MES. So we're going to go to the 64 days, right? 64, I say. And our strikes of our put debit spread were 37.70, 37.20, 37.70, 37.20, 37.70. Sounds like Eddie Murphy's gay Mr. T impersonation. I remember that. Hey boy, you looking about cute name. I remember that. We had the whole Eddie Murphy, what was it, Raw? Oh, and we would listen to it with our little tape recorders while the teachers weren't looking or wasn't listening, and we'd have it in the back of the room listening to that. And I thought, back in the day, now that's a fire. I remember that. Eddie Murphy. Oh, he was funny. 37.70, 37.20. And we were listening to Michael Jackson and, Thriller. Da, da, da. And I thought, it just cannot get any better than this. And then, of course, Michael Jackson had the butt diddle all the kids and stuff, allegedly. Unbelievable. Old Michael. I mean, he was like a normal kid, and then he just went, cuckoo, cuckoo. Hey, we got in at $10 on this. My house, that's right. That was funny stuff back in the day. Now, you couldn't do that kind of comedy today. Well, I guess you could. All right, what was I doing? Okay, now we're going to sell the 35.20 in the something day. 78 day, 35.20. Then we'll go look at our risk and see what happens if we blow up the account. So I was watching, I finished the Bernie Madoff documentary last night. And as I'm watching it, I'm sitting there thinking, they were sitting there going, there's no riskless strategy. There was a great quote in it. I wish I could remember it, but it was talking about, you got to take risk. And people wanted a riskless strategy. And with Bernie Madoff, they got it. He made 1% a month. And, there was no risk. It was just every month that it kept going up. And they're like, you got to take risks. So let's look at our risk, because y'all need to know this. And I started thinking, God have mercy, if people don't, if they're blindly following me, I need to show y'all the scary stuff. So I'm going to show you in hopes that you will not follow me down this path. Okay. I'm going to tell you now, don't follow me down this path. All right. Because I go, what if everybody in here loses their money and then they hate me like they hated David's son? Poor David. Everybody's like, that bastard, blah, blah, blah. Hey, whatever. I want to make sure you know the risk. So if I hide my simulations, it says in my $28,000 account, if the market goes down 20%, we could lose $15,000. Y'all, that sounds terrible. But I'm going to even show you that it's worse than that. If you put the increased vol in here, then you're looking at 5, 12, 20% down. You're looking at losing $40,000. Bobby, you just said it was an $80,000. I mean, a $28,000 account. It is. I want everybody to know. You and I, we take a lot of risk. Let me leave that to today. We take a lot of risk here, right? Now, I believe, do not trust me. I believe we have the tools to persevere and to get through it. Right? Number one thing that we got to do is get our deltas fixed. They would be at 480 right then. We got to sell some futures to give us time to roll out further in time and to do some things. Right? Now, it's possible we could roll out in the E-minis. Now, I know what you're saying, but Bobby, if you're down there and your buying power is 46,000, they're not going to let you do this and they're not going to let you do that. Okay. I want you to know the risk that we're taking. Everybody's got to be, yeah, TDA could close you out when your net liquid value gets close to zero. Yeah, there's all kinds of things. So I want everybody to know we're taking a lot of risk here. Don't everybody think, man, this is just shooting fish in the bucket. It seems like it most of the time. But y'all need to know that this strategy has risk. Now, there is circuit breakers, right? That would stop us at 7%. Then where's the next one at? 12%. You know, they've got circuit breakers where we might could do some things and make some adjustments. But we have handled a 3% down move. Let's see what a 3% down move looks like. We've seen a 3% down move, right? Now, that wouldn't have the volatility step. Let's just see what it looks like with a regular expiration, 3% down move. See, 3% down move, we'll go, we're down $98. Oh, big of a deal, right? So we can handle that. Can we handle the 5% down move? Well, let's see. Okay, we're down $628. If we stop there, we're going to be down what? We're going to be up $186 in 9 days if we stop right there. So 98% of the time, we're going to be fine. Well, Bobby, I can't take blowing out an account down here. Hey, I got it. So what do? Well, you convert this into a little cash machine, don't you? So what you do is you start going, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to grow my account some, but then I'm going to take some money off the side. So some of these profits that we're doing, like this year, we've made $542 profits, right? So take $100 and put it to the side. You know, put it in cash, put it in T-bills, put it in something. So, but I just want everybody to know, I feel like I need, after watching the Bernie Madoff thing, I'm like, I need to warn people that, look, this is not a riskless, it's not a riskless trade. But I think y'all realize the risk and we're taking the risk. Now, what we're doing is we're hedging the risk some to the downside because we're adding, what do you call, the Sweet Bobby hedge. So let's see what the Sweet Bobby hedge does for us. Now we're going to be adding more of these, but right now I'm low on theta and I don't feel like I need to use those. So let's go back and let's put them in the groups. I want to make sure I spend a lot of time on this today. So here we go. So 3730s, 3680, those are put debit spreads. Let's put these in put debit spreads. And let's see, 3770, 3720, that is put debit spreads. I want everybody to know you're taking risk. Because y'all know I never want to be on that Guru Leaks page, and I never want to be on a Netflix documentary. That's why I got to show y'all the risk. All right, so that's in naked puts. Okay, so here we go. So now let's go back over to the Analyze tab. You have to remember that the Sweet Bobby hedge gives you a fake negative theta. How do you account for that? Yeah, you know, I don't in my regular thing, right? It kind of takes care of itself. I'm going to record my net negative theta, and I'm treating it as what it is, right? So if you look at your Sweet Bobby hedge, show it if I've got everything in there correctly, and I'm not sure that I do because I was doing the same strikes and I couldn't. But my Sweet Bobby hedge looks something like that, right? So you see, it says that it has negative theta. All right, negative theta. Watch what happens as the days go by. 7, 26, 6, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It starts getting positive, right? It starts getting positive. Yeah, I don't account because I'm not going to go in and do the negative and say maybe that's not negative and positive. I'm just going to let my portfolio metrics speak, even though it may not be picking it up correctly. So here's what this looks like. So this is kind of a hedge to the downside. So we go vol step 4. This gives me about $13,000 worth of protection that I would not have otherwise. So Bobby, you're saying without this, you'd be down $53,000? Yeah. So you see, we're going to be layering more of these in as the days go by. So we are hedging. We are a hedge fund. We are a one man and one woman hedge fund. That's what we do. You are a hedge fund manager. Market goes down, that's up $9,000. But with volatility, we know that explodes to about 12 to 13,000. So as we get more and more of these on, we'll hedge ourselves down. Now it looks a lot better in the other account. Let me show you the other account. This is in the bigger account. And remember, in your smaller account, you kind of got to take a little more risk, right? In the IRA, what do I look like? Let's show all groups, right? All groups here. $108,000 account, we're down 21,000 with a 20% down move. Okay. And we're down 54,000. Much better, right? We're still in business with a 20% down move. So this is much better. Smaller accounts, you got to kind of take a little more risk. So just keep that in mind. I want everybody to know this is not a riskless trade. This is a trade that has a 95+% probability of success, but that 2 to 5% where it could go bad, it could really go bad. All right, let's see how this scales doing. Shooting fish in the bucket, right? That's what we're doing. Not really. You need to realize that. 107,377. 107,377. 107,377. 107,377. Fire up the band.
Well, we're moving on now. To the side. To a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Yeah, those are rates and ratios over here. You must know the risk that you take. You got to know it. You got to know it. I look risk in the face and just say, I'm at it, baby. I don't care. I'm good. 42 deltas, 25 theta. 42, 25. 42. Good. Look at us increasing our. Now you say, well, Bobby, maybe I need to run my portfolio off the Analyze tab. You certainly could. You could certainly run your portfolio off the Analyze tab, right? So I could clearly do that and say, well, I'm comfortable with the $50,000 risk. I'm not comfortable with the other risk in the other account. And to do so, you got to keep your theta low. By doing so, though, you're not going to create a sufficient return. That's the problem. So do we have a perfect plan? No, there is no perfect plan. So maybe you need to define your risk. If you don't like that, buy a cheap put way out there somewhere. You know, you gotta take care of yourself. Know your risk. 14,730. And as we found with hedge funds, excellent adventure, it's one thing to say that you can handle a 50% drawdown. It is another to live through it. Huh. Don't I know it? Don't I know it? No, I don't track that. I don't track that. Yeah, I believe that's true, Obi. When compared to other styles of trading, these strategies have risk well under control. I'm very comfortable with it. I am okay with not even having the hedges on, right? Now, keep in mind, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I'm the worst trader on the planet. That's why today is the day that I'm going, danger, danger, Will Robinson. Right? I'm the old robot. Danger, danger. Oh, I love that. Lost in Space. That was so good. Dr. Smith. All right. What were we doing? Oh, we need to do a trade over here. So I'm ready to take more risk over here. So I'm going to do a 2 trancher today. I'm going to do me a 2 trancher. So go back to the other account, get those little thingamajiggies. Let's put it on. Let's put it on. Oh, it was let's get it on. So let's do 2 of these. Create duplicate order. Confirm and send. Let's put it into Bobby Beth account. Do y'all name y'all's accounts after your wife and husbands and stuff? Isn't that cool? Oh, dang it, I just did one. Let's go get another one. Let's do 2. Come on, fill the same price so I don't have to put it in twice. Please. There we go. Now let's go sell 2 of the nakeds. Naked. Some of y'all right now, somebody's in your office and you're listening to this and they're gonna come in naked. What are you listening to? That trash over there? I knew you was watching the pornography. Might use that to office. Unbelievable. 26.75. Boy, that's getting on up there. Let's try 2 of them. And put it in the right account. In the right account. Yes. That. Come on, baby, fill me. That's it. Make it less advantageous. Come on, fill me. Fill me before I do this. Nothing. Nothing. Come on. Come on. What's the problem? It's gonna make me go back into 26.5s. Here we go. That ought to fill. Come on. No. All right, that's it. All right. So Paul, we were talking about the Madoff documentary. In that documentary, the group in Boston that was trying to reverse engineer the returns came up with the best case scenario where there was a 50% risk on the portfolio. They could not sell that strategy. Yeah, they couldn't sell that strategy. Could we sell this strategy to people? Probably not. But I don't want to. I don't want to. You know, this is my little strategy. This is what I'm doing. So, you know, now maybe we should do this. Maybe you say, well, if you can make 12% a year, you'd be in the upper echelons of, you know, hedge funds. So let's see how we're doing here. What you could do is say, okay, how are we doing over here? So let's go to data and refresh. So the market is up 2.83. We're up 0.39. We haven't even got 1% yet. Let's see what our Tasty account's doing. Let's go over here. Go over here. Realized returns. We're up 0.30 and the market's up whatever it was. We're underperforming, aren't we? Let's go to the other one. This is the one that's doing the best because I'm taking more risk, right? Look, I'm taking more risk. So let's go to realized returns over here. Refresh all. We're at 1.58, market's at 2.71. Good strategy or not? I don't know. But if you could make 1.58% a month, you'd be good. So what we could do is go all to cash. Get it safe, get our 1% and see. It really doesn't work that way, does it? I was in the airport. Brett says I was in the airport lounge last week, which was fairly quiet, but filled with people when the Jefferson started blasting on my laptop speaker. And I bet you somebody got up and busted a move.
On your comparison here of what you've done versus the market, I think it's easy to say we've underperformed it, but all week, so far, we haven't had a red day.
Yeah.
And up all week. So what happens when we have one day where we pull back 2%?
You're gonna see us. You're gonna see us kick.
Now you look really good.
Yeah, we look really good. So that's called a hedge, right? We kind of hedge to the downside. Let's look at it. Let's go to the TD Ameritrade account. Let's see the live. What is it called? Tasty Works. Let's see if I can log into Tasty Works and let's show you the risk graph. What the crap is that? Tasty Works. Wait a minute. This doesn't look right. What the crap?
You're missing your Y. There you go.
Oh, I started to say, whoa, that scared me. I thought we'd been hacked. All right, let's get this up. Let's see what this looks like. Trading platform, because this is where we can see the entire platform go. Let's say this is exactly right. This is what Evan was talking about, right? Let's make sure we all see this. All right. So in this account, wait a minute, that's not what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. This is their old Dole thing, right? And here's the portfolio. This is what we got right here. How do you feel now? right? Most moves are going to be within a 2 standard deviation move. A 2 standard deviation move would be a big move, right? Well, look at us. If the market goes up, we keep our theta. That's why you want the 0.1% theta in there, right? You want to get the 1.1% theta. If the market goes down, then we make an outsized profit. This is a hedge fund. This is a hedge fund. Market goes up, we keep the premium. You got to have enough premium in the tank to keep. Market goes down, we outperform the market. That's our game. That is our game. All right, Mark says, I can't see any of the chat rooms in Discord. I can see the channels in the daily Zoom link, but the Ultra Nerd section only had the 3 levels of the word stage, but no live chat and no Nuska Down Mafia chat. Mark, I would imagine that you have signed up for one of the premium channels, but you've not signed up for the Discord. I bet that's the case. If you will send me a message in Discord, send Sweet Bobby a message, I will look your account up, see what you've got, what you may not have. Ovi, when the market goes down 20%, a stock portfolio also goes down a minimum of 20%. That's correctly right if you're 100% in SPY, which is what I would be in these accounts if I were not doing what we're doing. So I would be down 20% over there. So yeah, you get theta decayed by the 8% inflation, riskless. No, yeah, there's a risk. But I just want to make sure y'all understand what I'm saying. I would hate it to come in here and me not warn y'all, you know, and say, you know, because you got, you know, on my YouTube channel, I'm showing all this thing. I got me with my coffee cup, you know, with the dollar signs behind me. And before you know it, I'll be having Victoria's Secret model standing by an airplane or a helicopter. And then I'll have a limo out there and I'll be wearing like all kind of gold jewelries and stuff like that. And, you know, then I'll have Beth in a bikini. Beth, will you put a bikini? She would do that. You know, and then I'll hire some kids who are not as unruly as my kids who will behave, you know, and I'll put them in little ascots and little pony dresses and skirts and stuff like that. And then we'll show y'all a picture of me in Aruba and, you know, so I don't want anybody like I would ever do that. I don't want y'all to ever think, oh man, this is easy money. It's not easy. And if y'all can think about, Bill, you probably the same way, send me a message. I bet you that y'all signed up. Okay, I'll check it. That's all you gotta do is let me know, check it. We'll check it. We'll get it straightened out. Don't worry about it. You know, everybody else on YouTube is showing the pictures of the airplanes and the mansions and all that. You wouldn't even live in my house, y'all. My kids have pretty much destroyed it. I drive a 2011 Nissan Rogue. That's what I need to do on my YouTube channels. Put a picture of me in my 2011 Nissan Rogue with chicken nugget crumbs all in the floor. That's what I got. So don't follow me. Don't follow me at all. Now, here's what I like, though. Look at this, y'all. We've got a 98% probability of profit. That means we got a 98% probability. I'll take that all day long. I don't know. Now, maybe y'all know of a way that we can make this safer. I don't think so. So what we've got to do is when I'm working with James and his mentorship, James is a helicopter pilot and airplane pilot. And he said it's called muscle memory. So if crap hits the fan, he doesn't even have to think. He knows what to do. So if crap hits the fan on me, I know what to do. I'm going to sell futures and I'm going to roll, baby. I'm going to sell futures and roll. Sell futures gives me time to make my decisions, right? Gives me the buying power to make my decisions. Now, I've operated through times like that, and it is stressful, right? And I'm sure if your helicopter was going down, that'd be a little bit on the stressful side. You know, you got a certain amount of time, but you got to make some changes. So I'm perfectly fine with it, but I can tell you, when I at night wake up in the middle of the night because I got to pee, y'all know what it is. When you get 50, it's like, you remember you used to sleep till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon and you didn't have to go to the bathroom even then you got up. But when you get old, you got to go. And when I wake up, first thing I do is go, I'm going to fight this and I'm not going to get up. And then you sit there for 30 minutes. And the first thing I'm doing, I'm checking my Facebook and I'm checking Twitter and I'm checking my emails. And then I may go check the market. I am not losing sleep over the market. I am not losing sleep. And if you're gonna lose sleep over the market, you don't need to do this. You don't need to do this. So I'm telling you today, warning, warning, danger, danger, Will Robinson. Know your risk.